Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Time for another match day vlog. Today we've got Wolves at home. Big game, but obviously Wolves not doing very well. If you checked out my preview, you would know my thoughts to this game, and that I think that midfield battle is going to be really crucial here, and how clinical we are on the break. Lineups are in, and I've nailed it. I've absolutely nailed the lineup for the first time in, well, second time in succession. I think I've nailed the starting lineup. So literally, SCHLUPP moves from centre mid out wide. Townsend dropped, which I think is the right call. He wasn't good against Spurs, and he hasn't warranted a start so far this season. And then MacArthur, he was out for the Spurs game, of course, with a knock. He comes back into the midfield. The rest of the team is exactly the same. So I think this is, so far this season, our strongest team. So I'm quite happy with the lineup. And that could be a chance there for Wilf to get some form. He really needs to get his season going, and hopefully today's the day, and he can skin some defenders today for Wolves. Against Wolves, I should say. A point, I think I'll take a point right now going into this, but to be honest, we need a win out of either this game or Norwich next week. A win in one of those games is going to be big for us, so fingers crossed we get the result, see what happens. But it's a very wet day at the moment, and I feel it feels very similar to the game last season where we lost 1-0 to Wolves. So I think it will be a 1-0 or a 1-1, something like that, a low scoring game. It's going to be who can be the most clinical, I think, and defensively hope to see us as structured as we were against Villa and United. Fingers crossed, let's do this. Fairly slow start to the game here. I mean, Wolves should have scored a great clearance off the line by MacArthur. Around 10 minutes gone now. Setting up just how I thought, like the away team, sitting deep and compact, looking to break quite quickly. Just need to get a foot on it and put away one of the chances. We got most of the ball, we are looking a better team at the moment, but Wolves so deadly on the break. Wolf could be in here, down the right. The ball! Oh, he was free. Great clearance out of the back from the Wolves defence. Been a game where that's lacked a lot of quality so far. It's been quite boring game, so I apologise for the lack of footage, but here you go. This is what I'm worried about. Wolves on the counter attack. Jota switches into the middle. Where's the midfield? Oh. Poor touch from Dendonka, goes wide to Traore. Whipped him back, stick goes out for a goal kick. Got to watch that counter attack, but it's starting to liven up at last. 15 minutes in. Charles Wilf, cut in, hit it. Oh, it's well defended. Couldn't get the shot off. Well defended. Cutting from the left. Corner ball Palace. Best way to describe the game so far being a midfield battle. Perhaps trying to pick up now. First really good run of the game for Palace. Been really boring so far. Still think a 0-0 or 1-0 is what it's looking like so far, but this is a good chance from the corner for Palace. Played short. Wilf entered the box and he gets tackled. Needs to pick it up in there. Needs to play a bit quicker. Goes out for a Palace throw. Tempo needs to pick up. It is slow at the moment, and one real bit of quality will get the opening goal here for either team. It's been very even. What a save! Waiter, oh my god, back post, lovely chip cross from Jimenez, curled round to Doherty. Oh, free at the back post, 3 yards out. Massive tip over the bar from Waiter. Should be 1-0 Wolves, a lethal counter-attack there, and that's where we gotta watch out. We get sloppy pass away in their half, had all the possession for 5 or so minutes, gave a stupid pass out away to the opposition. So threatening on the counter-attack. We've got to watch this. Very close, good save from Guaita. Lovely bounce pass, 1-2 with Jota and Jimenez. Jimenez and Jota up front, they're so good together. They're really showing it. That was a lovely little bounce pass, 1-2, quick 1-2. And Jota was probably too narrow to really get the shot off properly, but and it went into Guaita's hands. But really threatening with those two when they link up together. Almost turned his man, was almost in there. Throw to Palace. Not long to half time now, and it's going to take that little bit of magic from either side, and whoever gets the first goal I think will go on to win this. Half time here at Selhurst Park. It's Wolves, Palace 0, Wolves 0. I want a really poor half, to be honest. It's been a short half, as you can tell, because not a lot has happened, to be honest. It's been very much a midfield dominated game and a defence dominated game. Both teams cancel each other out. Both teams like to sit deep, look to counter attack, and that shows, you know, that both teams cancel each other out. Don't really press the ball. There's no tempo in the game. When Wolves have had it, I think they've been much more clinical on the counter-attack. They look much better in their setup when we're counter-attacking, when we're taking the ball forward. We've had most of the possession, so we haven't really had a great chance to counter-attack them as of yet. But when they counter-attack us, it really seems like they're going very direct and look a lot more threatening than we do. That being said, they've created two very good chances, both of them in Doherty. Balls in from their left-hand side, whipped in. Doherty's about 3 yards out and it was headed straight away. He managed to tip over the bar. An unbelievable save, to be honest. Should have scored. It should be 1-0 Wolves there, but then another one came in and went across the face of goal, and luckily White held his position and didn't dive, otherwise it would have gone in. So Wolves probably should be 1-0 up at half time, to be honest, but both teams, I think, need to step up for the second half, and I'm not sure, it's not been very good at all. It's going to be a goal winner at the moment. One goal will win this, and I'm certain it will be 1-0 to either Palace or Wolves. And the only way we get a result, I think, is if we play a lot quicker and we show a bit more intent and just tempo. Tempo is so slow at the moment. What about my shot? Oh! Yes! Hit it! Yeah! Yes! 2-1! Yes! 40 seconds into the half. What a start! Yes! Lovely run by Schlupp. Nutmeg volley on the way through. Cut across goal, blocked. Didn't clear it. Cleared it as far as Ward into the box. Massive deflection. Goes in. 1-0 Palace. That could be a huge goal. Long way to go, but what a start. Come on!
We support the Palace! 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 That's not where we like it! Like it! Like it! Oh!
Wow, that's brought the game to life. Great free kick here, down on the left-hand side. Dangerous position to whip it in. Luca whips it. It's a good ball. Oh, just beats Wilf at the near post. Flicked on away by Otto. Here we go. Game's going to start kicking on from here. Massive goal, and it'll be a massive win if we can get it as well.
Palace!
Good chance there for Wolves. They plucked off Schlupp, pressed him well, went down, and Gary Cahill again coming across the cover and ends up giving away the corner, but really good defending. Cahill saved us a couple of times here from a potential goal. Wolves make another sub, so really important we ride this little wave of Wolves pressure, because we definitely, every time we go forward, we look like we're going to create a chance. So 1-1, and all of a sudden it gets very nervy, and it's already starting to get nervy now. 1-0, and there's still quite a long way to go in this. Wow! Second home game in a row. It's a red card to Size. Second yellow takes out Wilf. Lovely little bit of build-up play from Palace. Link up between Ward and Zaha down this right-hand side has been beautiful. And Size takes him out, the third of the left centre-back. Big moment that, same as against Villa. Big moment. Less than 20 minutes left now. That goes a long way in seeing this game out. If we can get the second goal now, it'll be game over. Less than 15 minutes to go. It's all about game management from here. Wolves made their final change. Cutrone coming on for Jimenez. Really good substitution for them. All about game management now. Just see this out. Same as Villa. Very similar to the Villa game now. We've been the better team this half. Just see it out. Benteke's missed an absolute blinding chance. Pretty much a one-on-one, and he's hit it straight at the keeper. Zaha out wide, loads of space. Oh, poor from Zaha there. Massive moment. That should have been the second. It should be game over. BENTEKE, come on, mate. Got to bury that. Getting really nervy now. Just over 5 minutes to go plus injury time, and still 1-0, still looking okay, but we don't look like we have the man advantage at the moment. We're not using that man advantage very well, if I'm being honest. McCarthy's come on for the final change for Palace, for MacArthur. Great shift from MacArthur. Wilf down this, we're deep in Wolves half at the moment. Joel Ward right down here in the corner flag. Needs help. Wins a throw. Very well done, Joel Ward. He's been really good today, really good. Chance to seal it here, Banano. BENTEKE in the box, one of you. Yes! Oh, almost. There's that final pass. Communication here. Oh my God, dude. Not long, almost. Injury time will be coming up very shortly. Please, boys, please see this through. 5 minutes injury time. Corner over the bar from Palace. 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Oh my God. SCHLUPP to win it! How did you miss? Give it to him! BENTEKE again. That should have been it, 2-0. Should be it. Come on, see it out. Got to be only a minute left now, surely. Surely. 1-1 at the back post. So undeserved, and we've let it slip right at the last kick of the game. We've let it slip right at the end. Oh my God. Oh my God.
If it's a joke.